Wewe. Ona. Sika.
Left me here wondering what's going on. Yeah, you know, I was just sitting like this before they came. I was just chilling here, making some laugh with
you were sitting here?
Yeah, I was looking upwards. Now, turning back this way, I just saw 4 men, up with the Condad in front of them. Now he's the head now. He came and you see, greeted. Yeah. They came somehow in good way.
Yeah.
They are greeting people. And then now they started reacting. And you do some shenanigans there, running, and you understand? They fallen going downside. And the Condad was now just, how can I say, reacting like fire. You could have shooted him. You see? Yeah, he was just saying that you to be shot, you see?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I saw the pistol. It fallen down.
It fall down?
Yeah. And then the one who was having the pistol took it. I think, hey, let me just... it was like a movie.
Yeah, yes, guys. Those people come here and tell Gintu, hey, lie down. Gintu take them down there. And Mr. Do you call Mr. what?
Condad.
Mr. Condad tell them, put the bullet. And then
you
Mr.
can say the way you was talking.
Yeah,
I
can say in Kiswahili. Nimesema mweke risasi. Niliwaambia mtu atakimbia. Si nilimwambia atakimbia. Amekupiga ngumi, twende hospitali. They rush. Hurry to go in the hospital because you hit somebody, jump and fall down. Even the gun throwing away, they run away. They go. Even you run, ukakimbia wakaenda.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he was complaining now.
He was complaining. I don't like that man.
Oh, hey, my western legs are krakatooing here. Hello beautiful people, wherever you are, welcome back. It's underscore Gintu, back again in the mood of the construction already to make sure that we are tangling to make things very properly and to how the things are running. Right now, much of the people are asking about Gintu. Are you at home? Gintu is still at home and we have just checked the video how it started. Yesterday, it was so stupidical and fundamentally, it was something which is not corresponding correctly with how the vibe should come and how things should ever be running to the simultaneous equation of the day. As from wherever, thank you very much everyone talking about Gintu be tuned and focused. I'm already tuned and focused because we have to go forward despite the challenges. I know much of the people are now talking about Gintu, now it might be your end. There's no one who doesn't have an end. And the real fact is no one can ever intimidate Gintu and talk about, Gintu A, Gintu B, Gintu C. My waist is not accepting it to have a dance here. But that is how the things are running. But we have to make sure that things are coming properly and have to be channeled correctly. And this is the affidavit, how it occurred and how the things were ever coming out. But this is just a warning to much of the people because I've seen that the J yesterday was just onto his own stupid story and complete with no documents of the house there, and that is where the defect is coming from because when he was just shooting some of the videos, he was talking about Gintu ever came to talk about the construction. Where is the construction being constructed with no talk about the billboard that shows who is the contractor? Talk about a construction with no documentation. A contract with only, let's talk about a BQ with no certification, with no talk about the certificate and the satisfactory from the NCA, from the construction bureau of council. They don't have anything to do with such kind of a building. And that is why I told people that whatever is coming from Gintu's channel, it's something you have never seen to their channel, and they will never post them. Because I always say that they are always gauging, they're titillating their own things that come out. They are berating their own minds, talk about, oh, this is what has to go out, this has not to go out. They are editing everything. One on one, it's one of the biggest platform right now that is taking over the game in Nyaboansa to make sure that we are rectifying and putting people where necessary and to their neck. And whenever you say about and to their neck, I always propose to myself, and I talked about how things gonna be coming and ascomarizing outside. As we have to go forward despite the challenges, despite coming to me, despite dealing with me perpendicularly, I'll deal with you perpendicularly too. As far as everything is put in concern, it was just a warning that whenever you are going to load yourself with stupidity, just setting up your father, it's just a minute second. I could not get onto him. He could even singing something else, because if I could have gotten him, he could have been singing something else. Because why can you send your father rather than you coming? And this is a stupid affidavit and stupid crackatoo of the days, whereby you are setting your father to go and be hit. You are sending goons that don't have entitlement, cannot come and introduce themselves. They're just coming to capture you. Am I going to be abducted? Am I And if you want a war, you have seen talk about the government of Kenya is doing everything properly, and talking about Justin Muturi is talking about people being abducted, obviously and heterozygously. You're now coming to begin to think about you can just abduct me. Kenyans are now very, very framed. And even any Kenya right now, wherever you will be or she will be, they know that abduction is a real. And right now in Kenya, we have talked about there's no abduction. A person coming to abduct you with no uniform. A person coming talking about, bring those handcuffs, put this kind of the handcuff to this kind of a person, and shooting this kind of a person. I still stand and I wait for that kind of the moment to reach. Even the law doesn't require such kind of the stupidity of the highest order. And that's why I always come out and talk about, you could have come because whenever you came, I was seated. And I saw you and I was talking about, if you're coming to talk, I cannot run. And I'm not stupid. And I know myself. I cannot run from stupid boys. I can run. I understand myself because I know myself. Because it's not, I talked about, I did much of the security patterns, bro. So sometimes whenever you want to come to Gintu, just understand yourself before coming. Because when I sat down, can you ask your father? Because when they arrived onto my own position, I was seated. And I talked about how are you, because they came and greeted us. But the point, the Condad started talking about shoot this person, shoot this person. I want to see this person down the floor. And you're thinking about, I'm stupid, I don't understand English, or I don't understand Swahili. And you're saying about, yeah, I told you, this kind of a person has energy, he will defeat us. You could have shot him. The fact is, you came knowing I will have energy to tackle and handle myself and handle you perpendicularly per unit time. But to the real effect, I saw Lady J talking about just on top, and it was in the evening. I was there and I heard him one-on-one. He was speaking while I was eating street food in Nyaboanse. They think about, oh, Gintu is now on the run. I ran to where? I leave my home here. I'm still ongoing with the construction. No one will ever buffer with me and talk about Gintu is just going to run. Yes, I might run for a second, but whenever I'll come back, I'll still come back. Because east, west, and south, home is the best and it's in the middle. That is a fact. And if you think about, Gintu has a run, in the United States, the law, this is treasonous, this is I don't know what, stupidity of the highest order. Are you in USA? That's why I'm telling you, and this is the fact, and I want to tell you the fact. Are you ready? When the demon came back home and she was leaving, she told us that when she's gonna be coming, she wanna be pooing so as we can eat. Somebody getting me? So when she came from the stupid area, she was just doing her own stupidity and innocuous havoc things that she was ever doing, thinking about we are interested. I don't even watch. whatever she's doing. I see only the title that, oh, I am in Nigeria, stupidity of the highest order. Who told you that views can never be garden at your home? You are ever been traveling from one area to another, putting your own, exposing your own bodies down there, putting your bodies there to be cucumberized. You're thinking about you're going to be coming to us and think about you're going to just talk about, hey, there are people who are never intimidated. Let me tell you that one. And if you think about when you came to attack me and to the villa, was I not available? Did I talk about, no, oh, you know, the demon, she's here. I was cooking unto your home. You are not even sensing your brain. When you talked about I'm going to be bringing police, I'm going to be attacking you, but the following day I came to your home to cook from your home, stupid. You're thinking about getting to stupid? You think I don't understand myself? Now I came to home and I cooked, then you ate. Now, if I ever cooked for you, get that kind of a note code out that you can attack me. Because I understand your own strategy. I understand everything you're thinking about. When I come and I study your home, how it is, I understand it. When Kenge told me, going to go and check that kind of a cow is eating maize for the demon, did I go or didn't I go? Because I knew I was in a problem, but I had to lower myself down during that time so as I can understand your home. That's when I saw a fridge that was stored onto the store where the maize are stored down the stairs. And it is made for the Coca-Cola company. That's why I broadcasted out. Then I told people that there's a Coca-Cola that had been stolen. How can a Coca-Cola company give a person individually and put it onto the house, not even to the front area where the eyesight can just impress themselves, but it is stored onto the store where rats are running like safari rally. And you're talking about, oh, this kind of, why? Because even if you're given such kind of a fridge, and be told that this kind of a fridge, you have to store it where necessary. Even if it's for the commercial and you have a shop, then you put anything that is not for Coca-Cola, they come and take their fridge out. So how did you get the fridge to store it onto your store? Do you want to put their maize and you're coming outside to tell us, oh, you stole it? That's the fact. And you're thinking about people are stupid outside there. Not everyone is stupid the way you are. And the era you were, you learned. It's not the era we are. Everybody right now is so punctual and attentive and focused. The era you were, it was talking about I went to India. India, my foot. I'm not interested with India. That's why I've never went to India right now. That's why I'm always at home. And they're just talking about, oh, you know what, Gintu, because Gintu has bought a car, because Gintu has bought, the G Castle is always ongoing. Right now, I'm roofing, I am at the floor, making the floor, and after the floor, I'm going to be starting with the windows and put electrification, the piping, everything. They're now wondering, where is Gintu getting the money from? Think about it. This G Castle is not built with Kenge. That's the fact. And it's not built with anyone. So it's built with Gintu, and Gintu is available, and I'm making it happen. So whenever you come to attack Gintu, understand first, how is Gintu possessed? You'll have to get it before you come to remove your affidavit of stupidity. You think here it's where, let me tell you the stories, guys. You have never been hearing the stories. Now they have forced it to come out. In the village, right now, no one dares to go to the Kenge fraternity or the Condad's home. Why? Because all the ladies who maybe they have finished Form 4, they were ever been lured that come and do a work at my home as a maid. Then whenever they go there, they are just making sure that you are serving the same humiliating this kind of the same organic fabricative man. You are just talking about this kind of a goon, and is totally black like charcoal, and is coming to sincerely come with his own stupid mood and thinking about Gintu going to be just fearing how you're going to be coming like a baboon. I'm not interested with that one. So when you are coming, know that even me, whenever I'm not in my consciousness, talk about I'm not in my oblivion, I'm even ruder than you. That's why I'm always at home. Because outside there, I don't think if I can go hand in hand with a person who cannot have something to offer to me. Because I understand myself. So when you came, you never understood who I was. I'm ruder than you. That is the fact. So when next you're going to be coming, think about it. I'm rude than you. And if you think about you're going to be using the DCI, I'm going to be using my Scott yard. And you're going to be coming in for it because you think about you are the people dealing with the US. And think about you are the people who are talking about, oh, you have a magistrate from the US, or you have a police officer, retired stupid officer, goon from the US, who is now intruding and telling you that the bulge of the moment, let me call one of the persons from this kind of an area. That's why you attacked Nairobi teacher. Nairobi teacher was tracked and was caught in the police. And he was being summoned and talking about because he's ever talking the truth about this kind of the stupid family ever possible. And you're thinking about, oh, this kind of the people, A, B, C, D. Who is dealing with the GoFundMe? Who is eating the money? Apart from this kind of the family, stupid family ever. Who is eating the money? Who is eating the money of the GoFundMe? Because everything has ever come out. The Diddy uncle was told, get the GoFundMe out, then we will give you a land and give you a land which you will ever build your own empire and cultivate this kind of the ladies, more or less this kind of the ladies, and talk about, oh, you know, now if you build here Airbnb, Gint will never come to Airbnb because we will not be open the door. I will be ever available. If it's just looking for the CCTV cameras, we will ever look for them. Because right now, they are offering opportunity to the US people, to the outside people, so that they can just come and invest to the village and come and make sure that they are controlling everyone in the village. You think we will ever leave you that to have that kind of a moment? Kenge, if you are listening to me, you will never have that moment. And I'm putting it as, you will never have that moment whenever Gintu is available. Even if you talk about you're going to be coming with the Orono, because I heard the Condad talking about, oh, Gintu, you know what, even if it will take years, I'll have to put you down. I'm not fearing you. And before you do it, understand who I am. And if you're going to do it, understand everybody heard you. And before you do it, I understand my territories, and I know your area, and I know you, east, west, south. And the land you list from me, start cutting the sugar canes before anything gets abbreviated. And I'm going to be burning the sugarcane down. You have not paid me this kind of the money of now. And you are still thinking about, I'm going, even right now I can call and things can get abbreviated. Because I don't fear with this kind of the stupid goons. I don't fear person coming to lease a land from me and he has not paid me for the second term, is now coming to attack me, and you have sugarcane worth millions. I'm coming for it. Stay tuned, because if I'm not going to burn it, I'm going to cut it down. And it's either you pay the money first, I just second you. If you cannot pay the money, and it has already added times 10, and if you cannot pay it, cut the sugarcane before I come for you. Cut it down before I burn it. I want to plant maize. And you are listening to it, wait, an effect is coming, because you think Gintu is something we can just joke for. It's just made for me. And if you think you list it, I was in school, know that you list from where I was. So keep it tuned, keep it locked. The effect is coming. You looked for it, you're going to get it. And the people are going to be showing you live, cutting the sugarcane down and making sure that this kind of the sugarcane are going down, because they think about they're going to be controlling everybody in the village. They're going to be bringing the Americans to come and talk about nonsense to our own nation and think about they're going to be buying lands, which they're going to be making sure that they're controlling us controversively, thinking about we are stupid as Africans because they have land. We are a third world country. They want to control everything that's just coming out. You are obliviated. You are diluted, my friend. And you have to look for miscellaneous effect, another one, before you come to Gintu, because I understand A, B, C, D. And that's why we have a song. Gintu A, Gintu B, Gintu C, Gintu D. Ish, ish, ah, ah, ah. Because if you always come to the correct point, it seems that this kind of the goons, they understand and they knew what was happening. Because when Lady J was talking about Gintu fought with the police, and the police were injured, and I saw even me, a police, talking about it, the Lady J was talking about it, he saw a police bleeding, heavily bleeding. The term is one. It means that they were waiting me at the position. So whenever the dad, which is the stupid dad, came to attack me so they can just align me and get me and put me onto their own vehicle, they'll second them because they were ready to make sure that Gintu is treacherously got to the court and get to the cell where they could say that let him stay there for this kind of the years. I'm very sorry for that. Because why and how it came out that Lady J knew that Gintu fought the police if we are not stupid? How could the demon understand that the Condad is going to perform a miscellaneous effect to one of the YouTubers from Nyabuanse? We are not stupid. So you said to your dad so as he can come, and next time, this is the second time he has approached my home. The third time you will get him somewhere else, and I'm promising you. And this is a warning, and I'm giving this kind of a warning. Anyone who will ever trespass to my position, even at my fish ponds, I'll deal with you circumferently with an immediate effect. Because now you think about trespassing is not a condition. I'll give it as a condition. And you will just deal with me perpendicularly. And if you'll ever get through me, you will now go. If you'll never get through me, you are done completely. And you have triggered something you ever know. Let me not give you much of the things, because I understand myself and I know who I am. And I will never be like you. You are ever using, I told you, continue wasting your money. Continue wasting your energy looking for Gintu. The fact is, one, that Gintu is always available. Whatever you are doing, I'm always available. And even right now, I'm coming one-on-one from around Mama Ann's family, whereby I'm at your area. Because I'm having some of the things to go and do somewhere else. And that's why I'm coming out one-on-one from around your area. Because you think about I'm fearing anything. I'm just around your area, bro. If you think about your Condad, I'm not interested. I'm just at your area. And everything has to happen. And I'm always coming by foot. I don't use motorbike. Whenever you want to run, run and get me. The fact is, you are dealing with a bad person. And you are dealing with a mad person also. That is it. And to get the point driving home is, let me tell you this kind of a story. There is a time we were at the villa, and the villa had not been complete before even the party, I think. Oh no, the party had started like 2 days. The first day, Kenge promised the police and was paying the police to come and guard their premises. The following day, the police were coming with uniforms, the first day and second day. The third day, the police came with no uniform. And the people were at the villa, and I was there. And the person who was controlling everything was Claude Joseph. And when this kind of the gentlemen, there were two of them. When they came, they started getting to the stairs, to the upstairs, and they were asking about where is Kenge. And once Claude Joseph heard about this kind of the scenario, he went and passed them and told them, where are you going? And why are you not identifying yourselves? And where is the uniform? If you came to guard, where is your uniform? And you have the pistols around. Talk about they have some of the staffs onto their own waist, and they are just approaching. And Claude Joseph stood them and talked about, where are you heading to? And you have not introduced, you have left us down there. Why couldn't you tell us that we are this and this and this and this? How are we sure that are you going to attack Kenge in his own room? What are we going to talk about? We saw you, we left you and left and went and just attacked. And we talked about, you know, that we are the police. And when the Condad heard that Claude Joseph had stopped them not to continue going up because he was doing the security pattern. How can a person come? And this is the obvious standard stupid gauge of the Condad, because he's always coming with civilian police with no identification, with no badges, and they're coming with much over the trees, logs, carrying logs of trees and talking about this is like a security. And whenever they come, Claude Joseph told them that you can never go. Whether you like it or not, you'll never go beyond this kind of the panel. What happened from there? The Condad rushed from the ground floor to the upper floor and slapped Cloud Joseph and told him, vanish, this is my home. I have sent police to come and guard the premises, and you are coming to talk about they should not go and perform their duty. And Cloud Joseph asked, I'm not talking about they are not coming to guard, but why are they coming straight to Kenge's position without themselves identifying themselves? How are we going to know they are police? We have never seen them. Cloud Joseph ran to the police OCPD, talk about the OCS from Nyabohanse. He was the OCS from Nyabohanse. He rushed and told the OCS he had the number and called and talked about, are you the one who sent the police to come to Kenge Villa and perform their duty there with no uniform, with no badge, with no identification? Talk about the OCS who was at the Sibania post said, I don't have any information about what is happening. Even today you can find the police who are talking about the police. I don't know if they are police. How can a person come with civilian, with no identification, with a gun and telling me that you are a police? You are a police from where? And who told you that the police come that way? And why couldn't you identify yourselves? That's why I never run, because I knew maybe they have something to talk to me, because I don't fear anyone. I'm always prepared. And you're talking about going to hit this kind of the people. What did you think about? If they have, even me, my leg, it's aching up to, I'm feeling the pain. Even my waist, because how they put me down, and I rotated and I came up and I dealt with them, it was only God's action. But don't identify, never come to think about you're going to be intimidating me. And this is the slogan that Kenge Village and the Kenge fraternity they're using, and the Condad is ever being intruding with this kind of the stupid capacity. That is ever going to talk about, you just come the way you are, let's go in civilian, and you're thinking about you are a teacher who taught and you went to India. Stupid. You're never a teacher and there's nothing you can ever do. A teacher of nonsense. And you'll know that Gintu is another thing. Don't ever think about you're going to be attacking, you're going to be doing anything. Next time, try it again. Because I'm something else. Coming back to the G Castle, how the G Castle is going on, let's see. Oh, mogara make. Guys, hey Buddha. Everything is good, man.
Everything is fantastic. How are you?
I'm gonna be fine, man. You are concreting, eh? Yeah. Now the house is now becoming dark.
Yeah, it's coming dark.
I understand. Exactly. So guys, they are making sure that the floor is put the concrete, so as everything will be moving so fantastic. So I see, Musani, you are taking out the charcoal, eh?
Yes.
Everything is good there?
Everything is mangan.
You are harvesting charcoal?
Yes.
Exactly. Deal with it perpendicularly. Exactly. We have harvested the charcoal already, guys, and everything is going forward as usual. Let me check to the top here what is really happening, and I see the cleanness is starting here, because I talked about everything has to come out very spontaneous, and everything is going on very well. Buddha, mambo vipi Buddha? Oh, it's plaster, eh? Yeah. Oh, the sides. Exactly. I check it, man. Wow, the iron sheet now are looking so fantabulous here, and everything is going on very well. So I'm gonna be walking in the channel there? No problem. Okay, no problem. Thank you. So guys, the tiles here. Oh, you're gonna be putting the tiles also?
Yeah.
Wow. How are you?
I'm good.
Everything is fantastic?
Yeah.
Everything is going on as usual?
Yeah.
Exactly. Democratize, man. Make it happen, eh? Yeah, fantastic. So I check, guys, now it's becoming a shape here. because everything is so fantastic. So I'm gonna be checking on the tiles gonna be placed even on top here to make sure that it's now becoming so fantastic, because it's the plaster. You can now check on the before this kind of the ice is gonna be coming to an entrance there. It's gonna be covered with this kind of the plaster and waterproofing and much of the thing. So much of the people are asking about, oh Gintu, what do you mean that they are using grout and whatever? They're just using even whenever they're just putting some tiles, they're using waterproof. Waterproof is used here as something else, because everything here is a waterproof being used to make sure that the G castle is constructed and no leakages gonna be handled into this kind of the zone. So as you can just check on this is how the move is going, and everything is perpendicularly per unit time, because we are using charcoal gray, which is the iron sheet here, and the channel is reflecting so much fantastic here. So everything is so fantastic as we just ongoing. The work is always ongoing. Not only that we will have some miscellaneous and circumference reasons to talk about the challenges must be there, but we always come out and talk about we have to differ with this kind of the challenges, because we are we and we shall be we, to make sure that this kind of the challenges cannot affect us much. We are ongoing with our own constructions to make sure that everything is going on well, because despite how the people might be talking about, oh, Gintu A, Gintu B, Gintu C, the construction is ongoing and the boys are onto the work to make sure that everything is perpendicularly per unit time here handled here. So that's why you can even check the house now is becoming and having a shape from the top here to make sure that we are finishing it up. Despite talking about Gintu or aligning some of reasons that cannot even buffer to me, I have to make sure that everything is so going on well, and the challenges must be there, because I understand, and that is the reason why right now much of the people are talking about, oh Gintu, you should be 2-2 whenever you are walking, guys. Let me tell you one thing, and I think there's somebody who set me up, because if they never tracked me, my phone was off, how could they get me? And they knew that Gintu was still at home. I'm still questioning it. Whenever I'll get to the point, I'll come to it, because there's something I'm still sensing out to make sure that we are getting the valid point. So as you can just check here, they're now putting the floor, and to make sure that everything is so fantastic. So all the rooms will be placed with this kind of the floor to make sure that the house is now going forward very meticulously. So the charcoals here, I can just see much of the stamps here. They were not, they never burnt fully, and that's why you can even check they're now burning down here to make sure that they're going to be rearranged again as this kind of the charcoal going to be coming out though. So this is the charcoal that we are harvesting. It's so big enough so as a person can ever cook with it, and everything going to be going so simultaneous. So this is how the things going to be going, and everything is going on as usual, but I'm still having some of I talk about the pains that whenever I'm just walking, I'm feeling like even the waist has to drop down, but we have to make sure that things are coming out despite how the challenge is going to be coming, but everything is ongoing as smooth as possible. And to the defect of the time, I understand for a person to rise, these are the hula baloos and the inquisitives that are always getting them, and everything is the way they are. So I have Gashagwa, they have democratized to make sure that the bricks are ongoing. Guys, I told you, whoever is thinking about they're gonna be shutting Gintu down, Gintu can never be shut, because I started my regime. I know my regime. Everything has to go on. The field has been already, because this is where the bricks were. Right now, all the bricks are at the storage area, and the area is already made as a field to make sure that the bricks are gonna be coming out. I see Gashagwa. Everything is good, Gashagwa. So the bricks has to come out. 10,000 bricks again, and the Gashagwa is on the work already. Here he is. How are you, Gashagwa?
I'm very fine.
You are very fine.
Yes.
Oh, you are taking out the cassava.
Yes.
But you have to make sure that everything is good here.
Yes.
Look at the faida. Huh? Yeah. No, haujatengeneza, you have not prepared the space.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have not prepared the space well. So are you good, Gashagwa?
I'm good.
You are good, eh?
Yes.
So you are back to make sure that 10,000 bricks
Yes.
are coming out.
Yes.
And we are preparing this area. We are just getting the cassava out to make sure that this is the soil we need that's going to the cassava here a little bit, and the field is up there as they're going to be having the storage area there. And everything has to come out very effectively because we have prepared ourselves to make sure that we are having our works going on very well. We have Faida here. Faida,
I'm fine.
how are you, Faida?
I'm fine.
Everything is good?
Yes.
So is this soil going to be good in terms of the bricks?
This soil is good.
Is good.
Yes.
So it's not having humus.
Yeah.
Hakuna mbolea mingi.
Hakuna.
Yeah. So it's good, eh?
Yes.
Exactly. So I see Gashagwa, but it has not got to a harvest point, but we can just remove it before destroying them. So ikate vizuri basi. Yeah, exactly. So it's not bad. The cassava is not bad. Yeah, exactly. So it's good to go. So it's only, but this area is much of humus. That's why I talk about the manure. That's why you can even check. Talk about the plants are so big, but this kind of the fruits are smaller. So that's why ukikata hivyo si utakuwa umekata nani. So guys, this is what is going on well, and we appreciate that the Lord has just made it. So an impact already, the maize has come out. Guys, God is good, and you can now check the maize has sprouted out, and they are so fantastic as you can just check onto the shamba here. The maize are now coming out. God's pleasure and God's time is very nice for us, and we have to go forward despite 2-3 challenges that are always coming to us, but the effect has to come out very simultaneous. And this is how we always go forward and make things happen, because we are we and we should be we as we're going to be making things happening outside there. So as far as everything is put in consideration, guys, I'm going to be giving you a little bit of what is always has to come out when we talk about G has to continue with his own works. And I'm not introversively talking about the other instables that are always coming out with this kind of the affidavit time, because we have to make sure that things are always going on and on and on. And this is who we are, and we should be we. And as far as we are we have to make sure that everything is coming out very efficient. So as we are making sure that the G Castle is moving on, guys, we are a little bit to make it happen, because as far as this kind of the people are going to be attacking, because I know M. Caro is attacked. I know talk about they're going to be going to JT, because they have talked about JT is the next spot. They're going to be making sure they're going to be stopping him and stopping whatever he's just doing. And I know this kind of the effect is going to all the reactors, because when the demon approached and said that this kind of the people they're going to be dealt with perpendicularly, we understand and we know that this was the effect that was coming out from the demon and herself, and she's thinking about a lady can control the whole village, which is stupidity of the hairstyle. To go and be married, because your stomach is not coming to our own affidavit that it's one that is forcing you. You went so as you can just get pregnant and come and defect, so the pregnant can ever control you. To us, we are not interested with that kind of the stupid things you are ever bringing to us. And despite everything we are just talking about, A, B, C, D, Gint will ever have the construction ongoing. And I've now knew that this kind of the people, they have intention. Whenever they wanted to attack me, I had parked here the vehicle, and they were a little bit going to hit it, and they were a little bit the Condad was about to hit my vehicle with a log, and right now it will never be parked here a little bit for some of the period of time, because today I've not seen it around here, because I've just stored it where necessary. And the real fact is it's only the brutality and the stupidity of some people's mind. They think about they have to come and attack the people, and they have never been into this kind of the delusional manner, because they think about even a person who has engaged. You know, everybody has his own ways. If Kenge took 6 years to come and start construction of his own stupid villa at the Leaking and the Swamp Villa, not everybody. Lady J has took how many years for him to come and start his own stupid, which doesn't have documents, is just going to give people money so that it can just be given the document which are the fake. And right now they're going to be coming back because I saw that the contractor is the dad, which is the stupidity of the highest order. You can even check why they're ever putting this kind of the California's people. They don't want to hear this kind of the people, and they're going to be getting them in touch because I saw they have just brought a sheet of, you can talk about like a fabric. They have just written there some of the words, and they were written the contractor is their dad, which is the stupidity. Does he have any satisfaction? Does he have any satisfaction of building and construction? I'm going to be making sure that they're going to be coming back and doing the alliteration very properly because a little bit whenever you want to talk about this kind of the people, they think about the people who are so brave than others in the village. But I'm braver. I'm totally braver than them times 20 or 100 times because whenever they think about they're going to be doing this, I'm already in terms of that one. So the fact is they are now in that construction. It's going to be stopped completely whenever I going to be effecting the effect onto it because there's no contractor. The contractor is written, their dad is having a premises, and their dad is just a psychopath farmer who is always walking helter-skelter with a machete and just putting the cucumber in front with some of the shots and thinking about you want to be cucumberizing anyone who is just find at the road and is thinking about is just the person to people to talk about. And when we will be organizing a demonstration, they will be buffering to it and they'll get their own energy to make sure that they're going to be ascomarizing themselves from such kind of the impact that they're going to be coming because they think about their people. No one is trusting them and no one is going to have them. And no one is talking about them in any good manner because they are so stupid, one. They are lunatic, they are psychopathism, they are crocodile, they are harmless, and they are just horribles at the same time. And even imagining the shift is coming from the children to their father. Even the father is now having the effect to their sons and daughters who are now thinking about, oh, I'm a lady. Just bring people who can conjugalize you. Don't bring your stupidity here. Because even last time here, I had a conversation with the people who are just always in the those kind of the stupid family. They were talking about that family is so stupid. They think about everything is theirs. They think about everything has to come from them. So everybody is now talking about, I don't have to go there look like I'm going to beg for a shout out. Everybody is now getting out. Look at Mayugun. Have you ever seen Mayugun again there? He has vanished with an immediate effect. Look at Gunmo. He's already tackled. He's already told that there's nothing you have to offer there. He has ever left. And the only people who are ever beneficial on themselves, so jealous of other people, they're just the Condad and their own people. And they're so stupid enough. And I'm not regretting to call them stupid because whenever you go to the dictionary and talk about what is stupid, they're just harmless people who cannot even offer anything to the society. They're just attacking, they're just goonism. And they're thinking about they're going to be doing something very meticulous. So stupid enough. And for me to come out and talk about this kind of the issue, it's still ongoing, and they're going to be dealing with them circumferentially with an immediate effect because they think about the ones who have the law. The law is no longer left, or it's just drafted that the Kenge fraternity or the Condad fraternity is the one that's going to be having the security every time whenever they want to run. Gintu is available, and I'm going to be coming to you. And still working on it. Keep it tuned, keep it locked. Coming back next to this kind of the moment, back again. Next video, on the spot, on the venue, coming back.